Okay. Hey. Man, we finna go ahead and go in. This is about, hold on, let me fix my, okay, we good. But, but this is about my last video that I did. That video symbolized death and rebirth. And it does, you know, it doesn't mean like an actual physical death, but you know, death to the ego, death to the old ways of thinking, death to the old self coming into the new. And when it comes to death and rebirths, it's a constant process. When you're elevating, you're going to your higher self. When you're in the process of reaching your higher self, depending on how much trauma you've been through, you know what I'm saying? There's different types of traumas, you know, relationship trauma, narcissistic trauma, sexual trauma. Just there's different types of traumas that you have to work through and heal from. And it's a healing process when you're going through these deaths and these rebirths of yourself. There's a lot of things that we hold on to. There's a lot of things that we hold on to that ain't necessarily good for our well-being, good for elevation, I would say. Something that you used to do might have been keeping like a cap from reaching your higher self, reaching Christ consciousness, I would say. You know, understanding more about oneself so you could help others. And this has been a process within my whole thing. You can look through my videos and see the symbolism out of the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Through my process, through art, through making my art. It's been amazing, for real. Like it has really been amazing being able to do this for myself, which will inspire others and motivate others that would like to do the same thing. What I realized, in order to birth anew for yourself, you have to heal, which I realized, you know, through frequency healing the body and the mind through sound, you know, uplifting energy, killing off old negative energy that was holding you back from reaching your higher self. It's really it's a process, as I said, depending on how much trauma you've been through. And a lot of us have been through a lot of traumas, a lot of bullying, a lot of things, a lot of insecurities about ourselves that we have to work through in order to gain that confidence back, gain that motivation back to get up and do better. You know, that's just something that I learned within myself. And through this process, you're able to tap into your DNA, you know what I'm saying, what you hold within inside yourself that has been, well, the good traits, and killing off all the negative traumas that been passed down generation to generation through different families, different family dynamics that hold you back from reaching your higher self. Because that's like the programming, like how they program each family goes through this process where it will get spreaded out to the children and stuff like that, and the learning behaviors of their parents and their parents and their parents and their parents, you know, will get spread down, it's like a domino effect if you don't pick up on it, if you don't realize it, you know what I'm saying? If you don't realize what your family has been through, or the traumas that get passed down, I would say. The traumas that get passed down unknowingly, you feel me? And it's still on. I'm still healing myself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just as much as a student to this as I am a teacher. It's an ongoing process. It never really stops. It doesn't stop, actually, because you always learn something new every day. So when it comes to death and rebirth, that's something that is going to happen in God's timing. It's not really something that you have to pay attention. You have to be self-aware of your own doing, and you have to be self-aware of other people around you as well, whether that's family, friends, colleagues, whatever, like work environment. You have to just be aware of the circumstances and the environment that you in to be able to heal yourself from these traumas, because like how they say hurt people, and they say like birds of a feather flock together, you know what I'm saying? So if you're traumatized, you're gonna gravitate to more traumatized people, in a sense. Like negativity, if you hold a lot of negativity within you, you're gonna gravitate to negative groups of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna happen, and then y'all just gonna be all negative together doing negative things. You understand me? And not really uplifting each other. You're gonna constantly just gossip about other people, and just your thinking is not gonna be on the right track, I would say. It's real. It's difficult because of social media, not taking time away from social media and sitting with yourself and just reflecting it on oneself, realizing what you have to do in order to reach a certain goal, a certain milestone. And another thing too, if you look through my videos, they say this is just an add-on, but they say Jesus was a stonemason, right? Now, if you look back at my videos, and you'll see how that correlates. Like, you can look up the definition of a stonemason, and you can see in my videos how that correlates with everything I have done with my videos. That's just an add-on right there. What else more I gotta say? Oh yeah, when it comes to empaths and being an empath, I realized that if you've been through a lot of traumas and you're sensitive to energy, you're sensitive to other people's energy. It's like whenever you feel how somebody's mood is and how they're feeling, it's almost like you can feel it too, or you can sense it. So that's another thing, you have to heal from other people's energies in order to differentiate what is your energy and what is their energy, and being able to alchemize that energy in case it tries to get thrown back to you. Because I realized that too, being an empath, understanding that whenever somebody else has a, bad energy on them, or has a negative, or they just thinking negative, they have a negative energy on them, being able to differentiate from what my energy is and what that energy is, you're able to either help uplift that energy so it won't be in a bad energy no more, or if they decide to stay in that bad energy, you can learn how to take that dark energy and turn it into light, either for yourself or for them whenever they're down. That's a part of this process too. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of this process too. Deprogramming and reprogramming the mind through sound healing and everything. It's a lot of mind control that goes, that the higher up people, they know things that we are, how could I say it? Some people are not self-aware of the energies that are among us, when it comes to social media, like what they put out, how to confuse you and everything like that. So that's why I said deprogramming yourself and coming into a new is what can help you reach certain milestones, so your eyes will open up more to see what's actually going on, what's actually being pushed, what's actually being distracting, what's actually being forced on you, I would say. Yes, like, so me going through this process and getting to know myself on a deeper level, you reach you reach a certain type of independence. You know what I'm saying? You reach a certain independence in oneself. You reach a type of independence in not being codependent on other people's energy, especially if it's bad energy. You know what I'm saying? Some things is good for a little bit, but not for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And those are the energies you don't really want to be around for real, because it doesn't keep you at a high level of energy. It usually would lower that energy. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you in an uplifting mood. You know what I'm saying? And then nothing, the way you could help people in this situation is when you learn about yourself, right? Say when you learn about yourself, you're able to harness the good energy within you, and you're able to spread that out to heal other energies. And I realized within me, dark forces and light forces work with me. And no, I'm not, whatever. See, people would call me crazy, but I understand the deeper aspects of things that most people probably wouldn't understand. You can look through my videos and tell that I know what I'm talking about. I'm here to help people reach their higher self. When you tap into the source of yourself, you're able to tap into your real life, like, intelligence within yourself. Like, once you cut out social media, you're able to do things faster, on a faster scale. You're able to think clearer. You're able to think more creative. You're able to do all these things through sound healing, healing your chakras, because that's your, like, nervous system basically. And learning how to heal your nervous system will move you a long way. I'm just giving game. I'm just giving wisdom on certain things that certain people probably wasn't aware of. Being able to tap into your actual gifts that you have in your DNA, in your system. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has gifts. Everybody is able to heal on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's able to motivate and inspire. But you have to know that within. It's like, I can tell you a lot, but you have to know yourself. You have to know within, and have that confidence, and have that reassurance, and have that fire within you that wants to help people through your voice, through your art, through your skills, whatever you love to do. God made me realize that about myself. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know something, or if you want to know the truth, and go to God first. Go to God first. Ask Him. And then when it comes to death and rebirth, it's the same thing with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, they thought, they demonized Him. You feel me? And then they tried to kill Him. And then He rose back up from the dead. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You death to your old self, and you rise to a new. I feel like that's it for me speaking on my last video that I did, because I know it was probably confusing to a lot of people, but it was mainly symbolism of death and rebirth. Death of the ego, death of the old self, into going into the new, it's a process. It's a process. It's not an overnight thing. It's never an overnight thing. And God is all about patience. He wants you to be patient with yourself. He wants you to be patient with others. And He also wants you to be patient with the process. So I rock with y'all. Love y'all. and I'm out. Why hate gang? Let's go.